bankruptcy. Again, Kccr bankruptcy. Again, Kccr bankruptcy. That is one of the filarial words that we'll look at today. The second one is called Kccr volvulus. Say it.
Kccr volvulus.
Again.
Kccr volvulus.
Okay, so this morning we are looking at Kccr bankruptcy and Kccr volvulus. You have not heard them before, and I agree and understand. This morning we'll see what they do. We put them together with other words, and we say they are round words. Okay, we normally have round words and flat words, but these group of words are called round words. And they have babies, they have adults, and they have their children who are babies. And normally, when the babies are produced, you have them either going into your body. You know, they would move, either the baby will want to go into the blood, the baby will want to come into the tissue, or sometimes the baby will even want to go into your eyes. And then they cause a lot of problem for you. And these are words that we also have in Ghana. Yes, we have them in Ghana. So I will go to the next step, and then I will show you how you can come into contact with these words. We will look at Kccr bankruptcy, and then we will look at Kccr volvulus. But first, how do somebody get infected with Kccr bankruptcy or Kccr volvulus? This organism is what? Mosquito. Do we have mosquitoes in Ghana?
Yes.
Do we have mosquitoes in our homes?
Yes.
Okay. And in our schools?
Yes.
Okay. Mosquitoes are everywhere. You find mosquitoes everywhere. We try to control them. So mosquitoes are insects. They are the insects that carry the worm from one person to the other. Yes. And then we have another insect we call the black fly. Have you seen black flies before?
No.
Okay, I've heard a few. So the black flies are mostly found in some areas in Ghana. They are not everywhere like the mosquitoes. Okay? So we have them in some areas in Ghana. So when we take Kccr bankruptcy, Kccr bankruptcy is causing a disease called elephantiasis. Have you heard of elephantiasis before?
Yes.
Good. So Kccr bankruptcy causes what? Elephantiasis. What is it? Those who have heard it, what is it? Yes. Come again. Your leg will be big. Yes. You know it. That is true. Let me give you a copy. Great. That is elephantiasis. And then? Yes.
Elephantiasis is a disease that makes your leg very big like an elephant.
Like an elephant.
And it makes it hard for you to walk.
Exactly. It is like an elephant. And that's why we call it elephantiasis. And what is the worm that causes elephantiasis? Do you remember?
Yes.
What is the worm that causes elephantiasis? Kccr bankruptcy. You are smart. That is very, very good. I'll give you a topic. So Kccr bankruptcy is causing elephantiasis, and mosquito is transmitting the Kccr bankruptcy that will make somebody get the big leg. Okay? Good. Now, when the mosquito who has the Kccr bankruptcy bites somebody, it will introduce the Kccr bankruptcy into you. It will introduce the baby worm into you. So it will go into your blood like this. Okay, so you see the worm will be moving in the body like we have here. Can you see? Oh, it's not showing. Okay, so the worm will enter your blood. The worm will move through the blood, and then the worm, these are baby worms in the blood, and then the worm will go and stay in your lymph and grow to become an adult worm. Some people don't like the worm when it enters their body, so their body decides to fight the worm. And as your body is fighting the worm, then your leg is becoming big. Yes, your body has to undergo some process to be able to fight the worm. So the body ends up destroying itself, and then your leg will become big. Some people, their hands will become big. Some people, even their breasts can be big. Yes. So you have elephantiasis of the leg, elephantiasis of the hands, elephantiasis of the breast. And so you will get the big legs, the big legs, and the big legs and the big hands and the big breasts that we see. So this is how somebody gets infected with Kccr bankruptcy worms. Is that clear? Are you okay? And these people, these pictures you are seeing are people in Ghana. Have you seen somebody with a leg before? Yes, some people of us have seen it. We have people like that. But the disease is a lot in some places than in other places. So in Kumasi area here, you don't have many people like that. But if you go to the coastal areas, you have people, and then also in the northern part of the country, you find people who have that condition. Now let's look at onchocercal volvulus. Instead, we're looking at two words, Kccr bankruptcy and onchocercal volvulus. For onchocercal volvulus, you have the black fly. Somebody will have to be bitten by the black fly to get onchocercal volvulus. Do you have a question? Okay. Somebody will have to be bitten by the black fly to get onchocercal volvulus. And when onchocercal volvulus is transferred by the black fly onto somebody, then the worm will enter your body. The worm will go into your skin, and then it will form what we call nodule. The video is not showing. I was going to show you how you can feel the nodules on the body. On the body, you see that there are some nodules on the body. Sometimes you can even see it on the head of the person. You see that there's a nodule here. The nodule has the adult worm. The babies are in the skin. Okay? And then also sometimes it makes your skin very bad. Onchocerciasis is the disease. Onchocercal volvulus is the worm. It causes the disease onchocerciasis. It causes the disease what?
Onchocerciasis.
It causes which disease? Onchocerciasis. So onchocercal volvulus causes onchocerciasis. And Kccr bankruptcy causes what?
Elephantiasis.
Elephantiasis. That is correct. Great. So that is what happens when you are bitten by the black fly that causes onchocerciasis. Good. So onchocerciasis is also called river blindness. It is called river blindness. You can also be blind. The worms can go into your eyes like we saw. And when the worms get into your eyes, it can be blind. Okay, so we don't want to be blind, so we try to study why people get blind and what we can do for people who may be blind. Yes, there's a question.
You get the two effects.
You just speak louder there. The microphone is not on. If you get elephantiasis and the onchocerciasis,
Like you die or
okay, good. So when you get elephantiasis will not kill you. You will not die. Your legs will become big, like that of the elephant. It can be very big, such that you cannot be able to walk. So you have to lie down. You can't work. You can't walk. So, and then people who see you will not be happy. Even when you are selling something, they don't want to come and buy from you. So the disease itself will not kill you, but it will make you unable to walk. And then when you get onchocerciasis, you can be blind, like we are saying. It will also not kill you, but you can be blind. Or your skin can become like this. So your skin can become like this. Would you like your skin to be like this?
No.
No, this is horrible. And then you see the legs. Your legs can become like this. And so this is what happens. You can be blind or you can have a very horrible, but you would die from the disease. Okay. Yes, there's another. Please. Good. That's a very intelligent question. Why do we have elephantiasis very common in the coastal areas? Okay, so in the coastal areas, we have, generally we have mosquitoes everywhere. So why is it that when the mosquito in Kumasi bites somebody, he won't get elephantiasis, but when the mosquito in, say, Axim bites somebody, he can get elephantiasis? It is because the worms are there. The worms are there. And we have particular are found in those areas. Okay? It is the same mosquito that transmits malaria, though, but the mosquito in Kumasi that will bite you does not have the worm. It is the mosquito at the coastal areas that has the worm. But if somebody who has the worm from the coastal area should come to Kumasi and the mosquito bites the person, you can still get it. So it is not that when you are here, you are 100% free. We still have more questions? Okay. Is there a cure? Is there a cure? Yes, that is why we are doing research. You see, when you see people like that, then you may want to do something to help. So we have done research and we have realized that there are some medications that if you take, you can prevent the worm growing to become adult for you to react for your leg to be big. So we saw that when the worm enters, you are the ones who would want to reject the worm. And eventually you are the one going to hurt yourself with your leg becoming big. So when the worm enters you, there is medication you can take to kill the baby worm. To kill it, there is medication for that. But the problem is when your leg becomes big, then it's a problem. So you can all think about what we can do about it. Now that we want to be scientists, what can we do with people who have very, very big legs? At that point, we are still doing research. We have not come up with a drug that will make it go back. The best we have done is that we have been able to identify a drug that will help you when your leg starts becoming big. That we have the drug. But when it becomes like the elephant's leg, that one we don't have a cure. And so all of you should start thinking about it to see what you can do to help, so that people who have elephant's legs will have their legs reduced. Is that okay? Good. The last question. Yes, very good. So when you get elephantiasis in your leg, before your leg can be as big as the one on top, it starts small. It starts small. So when you react, your leg becomes a bit bigger. It becomes bigger like when you have sat in a car for a long time and then you have gotten out of the car. You see, sometimes your feet swells a little bit, and that is how it starts. And when your leg is like that, then it becomes very painful. It will be painful. You will have some lymph nodes swelling here, and then when you sleep and wake up, your leg can go back to normal. But then when the pain starts again, the more pain you have, the bigger your leg becomes. So your leg will swell, it will go back and it will leave small. The next time it swells, it will be bigger. When it is going back, it will leave another small for you. And then it is becoming bigger and bigger. So it is very painful. People who have pain, they will sleep, they cannot work, do anything for about 2 weeks before the pain goes down and they can walk. And at that point, they have more big legs. Okay, I will be here. If you have more questions, you can come and we talk about it and we plan how we can find some cure for people who have such conditions. Is that okay? Good. So at this point, yes, I mean, this is just to tell us that we have the disease in Ghana, which we know already, and also we have the medication for the worms that have not yet caused your leg to be big. That is there, and medication for the legs that are small now coming. But for the big legs, you and I will have to think about what to do about it. Is that okay? And then also you can decide not to have the worm at all. We know what brings it: mosquito and what? Black fly. So if you prevent yourself from being bitten by them, then you are free. That's okay. So thank you. We have this team working on this filariasis, and here they are. And so I'll say thank you. I don't know if organizers will permit me. Okay, so thank you very much. If you have more questions.
Clap your hands for. So the nice thing here is that you can always go to She's at the back there. We'll go and have our snack break very soon. Sorry for the time. But you can always see her, then she'll be willing to talk more about it. Thank you very much. Just as I said, she loves kids, so go there and ask her all the questions. Okay, so we'll be going to have our snack break. I learned we are live on TEK TV. So to the millions out there who are watching us live, streaming live, we want to welcome you to Kccr at 20. Yeah, people are watching you live. So, yeah. Okay, so without wasting much time, we'd like to invite. Okay, now we want to have another talk. And that is on Buruli ulcer. We are going to see that one too. And then afterwards, the next thing we will do is that we will divide ourselves into groups. After doing that, we'll go out there and then get something to eat, get some snacks. I learned some of us are very hungry. Same here, I'm also hungry. So we'll go very soon and then get something to eat. So exercise a little patience, okay? And we will be here very soon. And this is just to all our chaperones out there. Our time is fast spent. So instead of the initial 20 minutes plan we had, we will have to cut things short. It's going to be 15 now. So kindly bear with us. When you get into the labs, you make sure that those who are giving the presentation stay within the time. Otherwise, we will be very late today. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, should I let you do that? Is Madam here? Gladly, she's still around. Maybe we can let her help us. You can ask.
How do mosquitoes get Kccr bankrotis to infect us?
So that is the question I have also been asking myself. Where did the first mosquito get the Kccr bankrotis to infect somebody? It is the question like the chicken and egg. Who started? The chicken gives out the egg, and the egg gives out the chicken. So where did they start from? Can you answer that? Yes. So that is a difficult question to answer. However, we can think about evolution. Okay? We can read about evolution and how diseases started. So it started from how evolution started. So we cannot have an answer to go and look for the person who first had it. That we cannot do. But we are guided by why diseases happen. Even malaria, who started? You get it? So that is the question that we have to answer. So I think I will have to work with you to try and go into the science and unravel some of these questions.
Please, more questions. Any more questions? Come. A lot of time. Please, we can't hear you. Speak. Speak up your voice.
Okay, so if you share sharp objects, what transmits elephantiasis? What will make somebody get elephantiasis? When you are bitten by what? Mosquitoes. And the black fly will cause onchocerciasis. Okay? The black flies are causing onchocerciasis, that is the river blindness, and the mosquitoes are causing elephantiasis. So it is when a mosquito bites somebody who has the disease, the infection, and comes to bite you, that is when you get it. But if you share a needle or a sharp object, you will not get it.
Okay, any more questions? I'll allow 3 more.
Please, madam, is Kccr bankrotis a food of the mosquitoes?
Oh, Kccr bankrotis is a worm. Okay, it is a worm, and the mosquito bites somebody because he wants to take blood. The mosquito doesn't bite you because he wants to take Kccr bankrotis. He bites because he wants to take blood. And because you have Kccr bankrotis in your blood, he picks it. So it is not the food for it. And when it picks it, then the worm will also go through the mosquito and develop to become an infective worm, and then it can give it to somebody. So the worm needs the mosquito to complete the process, and the mosquito is helping the worm to develop. So without the mosquito, the worm cannot develop. But the mosquito is not feeding on the worm. The mosquito is feeding on the blood and it is using the blood for its eggs and those things.
Okay, last two questions.
Okay. There's one directly in front of you. Let me take it. That is very good. The problem is that you can't see the mosquito who has Kccr bankruptcy and the mosquito who does not have. When you see mosquito, you can't differentiate between them. So it means that we have to protect ourselves from mosquitoes in general. And what can we do to protect ourselves? What can we do? Yes. Yes. So you sleep under insecticide treated nets. And then you can also do what? Yeah? You can also get treated. Okay, that is good. That is when you have gotten the infection already. But before you get the infection, how do you prevent mosquito bites? Yes.
You can spray your surroundings.
Exactly. You can spray your surroundings. You can use repellents. Okay? So when you use those things and wear protective clothing when you are going to sit outside, then you won't get the mosquito bite at all.
Okay,
So,
let's clap our hands for our house. Thank you very much for this opportunity, please. We can't take any more questions. We want to focus on the next presentation. So let's give Benny a hand while she hands on you.
Okay. I know we are already tired and we want to go for a short break, so I'm not going to make it so long and boring for you, okay? Alright. So I'm so happy that Madam touched on the filariasis aspect and she told you something about NTDs. So we have something we call skin NTDs. So the NTDs that affect the skin, which the filariasis is also a part of. So I'm going to continue with that and show us some pictures. We can all see these pictures, right? Pictures of diseases on the skin, and it's affecting children like us. Usually when you go out there, the first thing somebody will see on you is your skin. So when you have something affecting your skin, it's not the best, right? But we have this kind of diseases that are affecting all of us. We have various kinds of them, and we'll look at them whilst we go on. But we'll focus on one. One thing we should also know is that most of our skin NTDs can be treated. When you have a skin infection, just go to the hospital and you will be treated. Now, we need to know how the skin diseases happen. We take, for example, Buruli ulcer. Has anyone heard of Buruli ulcer before? Yes, I know somebody has heard it before. She was trying to raise her hand, but I think she was shy, right? Okay. Now, because of time, I'm going to tell you about it. It's a disease that affects the skin, and it is caused by a bacteria called Mycobacterium ulcerans. Mycobacterium ulcerans. And it comes in different forms. Have you heard of TB and leprosy before?
Yes.
Aha. So Buruli ulcer is also in that group. The organism that causes Buruli ulcer is found in the group of organisms that causes TB and leprosy. And we have different forms of it. So we have one that is called the papule. This one affects mostly those who live in Australia. And then we have the one that we call nodule. It starts like a small ball on your skin, and then it starts expanding. When you don't treat it, it will expand, and then it will become a very big sore on your hand. And then we have one we call the plaque. That one will make your skin so hard, and then it also becomes a wound on your skin. And we have one we call the edema. For that one, either your arm or your leg will get swollen, and it will become very big. When it becomes a wound, so if you don't treat it very well, it becomes a wound. Now, if you don't treat it at all, this is what may happen to you. Your leg may become contracted or your arm. So it means that it will become like this and you can't move it. Or you have scars on your skin. Or your leg or your arm will get amputated if we don't treat it very well. Now, bruising ulcer occurs in more than 33 countries in the world. So it means that it happens all over the world. But then mostly it is found in West Africa. And Ghana is not left out of it. And it affects mostly children like us, school-going children who play around. It affects those people. Okay. But the good news is that if you have bruising ulcer and you come to the hospital early, you can be treated. And the drugs that we use to treat it are called rifampicin and clarithromycin. Rifampicin and clarithromycin, they are called antibiotics. And then once you take it, you will be fine. How do we know that you have bruising ulcer? We have 4 different methods that you can get. We can get to know that you have bruising ulcer. We'll take a small sample from your skin or from the wound. Then we'll look at it under the microscope. Or we put some chemicals on it. We'll take a portion of the skin, we put chemicals on it, and we go and look at it in the lab and see whether your skin has changed or not. Or we will grow the organism and see if they are growing. And if they are growing, then we know that you have bruising ulcer. Or we'll do something we call the PCR, where we look for the DNA of the Mycobacterium ulcerans, and then if it is there, we know you have bruising ulcer, and we give you medicine. How do you get bruising ulcer? We say bruising ulcer is found in the environment. So when you play in dirty water, or you go to work in the farm without protecting your body, you may get bruising ulcer. Or some people say that it is found in some insects. So if you are bitten by those insects, you may get it. Okay? How do you prevent it? The first thing is to wear protective clothing. When you are going to the environment, if you have to go to the farm, if you have to work with the sun, make sure you are protected. You wear your gloves, you wear long sleeves, so that mosquitoes will not bite you, or the organism will not get direct contact. Or the organisms will not get direct contact with your skin. We are also advised not to play in dirty areas. Don't go playing in dirty water, and don't make the environment dirty in the first place, so that you can get clean environment to play in. And we must also practice personal hygiene. Okay. One other thing, anytime you see anything going wrong with your skin, you see a ball, or you see that your skin is changing color, don't keep it to yourself. Tell mommy, tell daddy, they will take you to the hospital. And remember that once you get to the hospital, we'll have medicine for you. So don't wait until it becomes a very big wound. If not, your leg will be cut off, or your hand will become contracted. It will become stiff and you can't move it about. Now, as researchers in Kccr, what are we doing about bruising ulcer here? We are studying about how to get the wounds to heal faster. So we want to learn about dressing materials, things that we put on the wound so that it will heal faster when you have bruising ulcer. We also want to know about whether the food we eat also will make our wounds heal faster, or if it will even help us not to get bruising ulcer. And we also want to learn about better antibiotics. You remember when I said rifampicin and clarithromycin, you were all saying, hey, and they are two different medicines. So we want to know if we can get just one single medicine and we'll take it within a short time and then Buruli ulcer would go. So these are some of the things we are studying in. You can also think of some other things that we can study about Buruli ulcer. Now I mentioned that there are other skin diseases as well. We have another one we call yaws, and it's also caused by a bacteria which we call Treponema pallidum. And it also affects children like us, children who live in rural communities as well. It may start as a papule and then become a sore, like this one, as we can see. These are some examples of yaws that we have in the community. But once it is detected, we do what we call diagnosis. That is, we want to find out if treponema is in the wound or the sore that you come with. And when we get it, then we treat you with azithromycin. It's also an antibiotic. Once you take that, you'll be healed of yours. How do we prevent it? Practicing personal hygiene. It is very important for us to practice personal hygiene. Now, one other, the last of the skin diseases I want us to look at is called scabies. Have we heard of scabies before?
Yes.
So we are all aware of it. We also studied that over here. It starts as itching, and then your skin, it presents like this. Your skin will be with small balls on the skin, or your skin will become so hard. And it's caused by a parasite called the sea children in adults. It's also transmitted from person to person. So when we don't practice personal hygiene and somebody has it, the person can easily transmit it to us, because we know that germs like to live in dirty environments. It can also be treated once it's detected. Once we know that you have scabies, once we find the organism in your skin, we can give you medicine to treat it. And as usual, I would say that to prevent it, we need to practice personal hygiene. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the presentation. It was very concise and very, very informative. Okay, so we are going to eat. Tell your friend we are going to eat.
We're going to eat fried rice.
Hey, no, nobody should say fried rice. We just said we are going to eat. Okay, so this is what we are going to do quickly. We are far behind time. So we want to leave in our groups. No, sit down. Everybody sit down. I said that at the end of the day, we are going to have a quiz, and we are going to go into the labs in groups. So this is what we are going to do. Somebody will come, she will mention your name. If you hear your name, just take your things, pack your things, and then you go out. Then you just go and eat. But we will assign you to a group head, a chaperone. And the person, when you are assigned, okay, so please, rather leave your bags here. Leave your bags on your seat. No, relax. Let me call your name first. But you need to take your notebook and the pen. So please, let's do that. Let's welcome Madame Nancy while she comes to do that for us. Clap your hands while she does that.
Hello everyone. Are we excited to go to the labs?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll mention your name. When you hear your name, you go with your group lead for snacks, and then afterwards you head to the labs, okay? So group 1, your group lead is Dennis. So these are your names. Nana Kwamesiao, Muid Muhaidin, Raymond Kwabnabe. So when I mention your name,
when she mentions the name, lift up your hands and then go. Okay. You're okay. You, when she mentions your name, come forward.
Kendra Ofori, Josiah Jemfi.
Please hurry up. Walk like a soldier.
Amuzu Isaac. Bernadette Ansre, Epia Esumadu, Sechi Tema, Jeffrey Alabano, Coco Prince Abedio, Dorothy Esuman, Soko Mavis, Jaden Silver King.
Okay, are we all here? How many are these?
13.
Who are here? So mention the names again.
Okay, so Nana promise ya redu. Muid Muhayidin,
Lift up your hand.
Raymond Kwabnabedu,
Raymond. Where's Raymond? Raymond didn't come?
Maybe take it.
Okay, continue.
Hendra Ofori,
Kendra is here.
Josiah Jenfi, Amuzu Isaac, Bernadette Ansre, Epia Esumedu Sechitema,
In one of the schools, relax. You, so come. You know, are you the Raymond? Okay. I think
Jeffrey Adabanyo, Coco Prince Abebio, Dorothy Esuman, Soko Mavis, Jaden Silver King.
okay. So please go.
Okay, so group 2, your chaperone is Venus. Ama Owusua Adomako, Caleb Deborah,
Hurry up.
Princess Abajua Beidu. Where's Princess? Lloyd Marina Mreku Abote. James Kojon Ponsa. Jael Eniwa Donko. Prepare Frimpong. Asafo Boache. Elion Oseitu. Rosemary Safotima. Clinton Opoku. Vanessa Aduko. Vanessa.
Let's do a quick test. They're supposed to be small. Yeah, 11. Who's the last person? Please mention.
Ama Owusua Adomako. Caleb Deborah. Princess Agbajua Beidu. Lois. James Kojon Ponsa. Jael Eniwa Donko. Prepare Frimpong. Asafo Boache. Elion Oseitu. Rosemary Safotima. Clinton Opoku. Vanessa.
Okay, so please, when she mentions the name, the chaperone, you are supposed to do the head count. If there is no name, then you are elected so that we can go fast. Next group.
Group 3, Lucy.
Lucy. Group Lucy.
Jeremy Akwesi Adamu Beidu. Erajwa Kenting. Martin Echampon Redu. Joyce Amwesi. Omenebaya Adomako. Jason Adom Yankee. John Amwesi. Abiaku Bizenia. Ekia Mankwa. Ransford Osei Asare. Rudolph Akwesi Frimpong. Daphne Boate Osei. Mary Timasafo.
Okay, next group. So, group, please make sure you do the head count. Next group.
Group 4.
Group 4. Who is the leader?
Wilbeck.
Wilbeck.
Gideon the Champo. Gideon the Champo, KNUST. He didn't come. Okay. Clarissa Chenegua Owusu. Edusa Nathaniel. Isaac Marco Betty. Gertrude Adoma Boache. Jake Ohinie J. Akoku. Sherinda Osayasari. Sherinda. Akosa Ferdinand Kofi. Kojota Maklo. Grace Jemfi. Godfrey Atiso. Calvin Prince Efiye. Thelma Anand.
Okay, do your checklist. Next group.
Group 5, Millicent.
Millie.
Daphne Blessing Kutiero. Agozo Kofi Enam. Alina Kunedu Safo Kese. Lois Dodu Ankra. Abatula Abubakari. Aline Daniel Yading Chua Danchi. Kabnan Shirati Omensa. Esther Mankwa. Emily Frances Dakwa. Emanuela Owusu. Sherifa Musa. Elion Efumejewa.
Okay.
Okay,
Are
so
we done?
group 6.
Group 6.
Charles.
Charles. Charles.
No, she's gone. Chantel Pateri. Rebecca Dadzi Redu. Elimelech Ethan Nyami Yedoman. Jeremy Dodu Ankara. Kojo Afari Boateng. Ohimaya Amankwa Kodia. Jesse Latibia Safo. Smith Malvina. Elizabeth Bosua Mensa. Alfred Efiye. Eunice Aboka. Jadine Teteba. Okay, group 7, Samson.
So, group 7, Samson.
Samuel Isaku. Therefore, Owusu Amwaye Asamoah.
Please, group 7, you are coming there.
Lalia Jamila Asofari. Nana Makoswa Kwateng. Nana Mensa Are. Loretta Amadakwa. Apia Poku Annabelle. Inti Apieje Iradra Imprego. Amwako Frempong. Mary Akanwe. Trifina Odaike Taimensa. Mohammed Budiru. Okay, so the last group. Alex. Louis Asante Abra. Joseph Kokroko. Mohammed Lamin Astofari. Bidana Musa Hadayatu. Yacherewa Brempa. Praise Efiye. Richlin Koba Ishan. Curtis Amankwa. Angela Adokobi. Love Runs. Atakusi Asamoah. Ellis Owusu Dabo Boachi Yadom.